I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors. Goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. And this is Shabai from the GMS Colorado. And I'm going to read starting out in Ezekiel 37 and 12. This is an important chapter. It's a chapter dealing with prophecy, and it actually, it's prophesying the time that we're in. Was the prophet Ezekiel. And in verse 37 and 12, I'll start. It says, and he's talking about the nation of Israel who are dry bones, right? And the dry bones represent the Israelites, because basically bones represents death, and dry represents a lack of understanding from our people. Meaning what? They don't understand the scriptures. All right? They don't, the majority of our people don't understand the Bible. That's why they're easily deceived when they go to the pagan Christian church, because they don't have no fucking understanding. All right? So let's start at 12. It says, "Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh the Most High, Behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel." Okay, so let's get a quick understanding on that, because our people are in graves right now, right? They're called the walking dead, okay? Because they're not actually, the ones that are not actually dead, but they're dead to this knowledge. They're dead to this truth. They have no understanding. Okay, so we go to Proverbs 21 and 16 to get that understanding. It says, "The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead." See? So these people, these 2/3, they're dead. That's why a lot of them are going to, Catholic church. They're going to pagan Christian church. They're going to the mosque. They're going to all these different false religions and false doctrines because they have no understanding. It brings me to a precept in Hosea 4 and 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of the Most High, I will also forget thy sons, thy children." Okay? So that's what it is, the lack of knowledge. Meaning, what that literally translates to is our people are ignorant. Because that word ignorant, it means without knowledge. Okay? So they're ignorant when it comes to this truth. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the understanding when it comes to this truth. And now we're living in the days of prophecy of Ezekiel 37, which the dry bones, which represent Israel, they are, they're having that breath of life breathed into us, starting out with the servants, the prophets. All right? And see, because we're supposed to all be priests. As an Israelite man, you're supposed to understand the scriptures. All right? That's why it says, "Thou shalt not be a priest to me." Because Yahweh's like, he's not dealing with 2/3 of you Israelites. You're not a priest. What is a priest known for? A priest is known for knowing the laws, knowing the Bible, right? But you Israelites, the majority of you don't know the Bible at all. You don't understand it at all. You have some fairy tale belief about it, Like that's what's actually written, that you believe in like a fable and a fairy tale. Because that's how you've been taught in pagan Christianity. You still got Israelites running around thinking that Eve was talking to an actual snake in the garden, not knowing that the snake represented a man, which is the serpent, which represents, the Esau Edom. so-called white man. He's that serpent in the garden. But you're not a priest, so you lack understanding. And that's why the all these other doctrines or the pagan Christian church can easily deceive you, because another thing is you don't read and you're not diligent, the majority of our people. In Revelation, first chapter, it tells you, blessed is he that reads, right? But it's not enough to read. You have to be an Israelite, and the Spirit has to be working with you, okay? So let me go back to Ezekiel 37:13. It says, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves. So remember, Proverbs 21:16, it told us that the one who lacks understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. So our people are, the majority of them are, they're in graves, but they're the walking dead. All right. You don't have to be physically dead to be considered dead and in the grave when it comes to this knowledge. Verse 14, and shall put my spirit in you. So Yahweh says he's gonna bring us out of our graves and put his spirit in us. And ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then shall ye know that I, Yahweh, have spoken it and performed it, saith Yahweh. The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph and the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel, his companions. All right. So those two sticks, those are going to come together as what's prophesied in the Bible. And that's why you have the 12 tribes, both northern and southern kingdom Israelites, prophesying on the streets, declaring wisdom in the sight of our enemies. We're prophesying in the street. Verse 17. So he's talking about the sticks, right? Judah representing a southern kingdom, and then Joseph and the stick of Ephraim representing the northern kingdom. All right, let's keep reading. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. All right. And so we have the proper breakdown on this. Those two tribes, those two sticks become one in our hand when we're holding up that chart that shows all the 12 tribes of Israel. All the camps have the chart at the camp. That's pretty much, if you have any signs, which the majority of the GMS camps, we have signs, right, to help for edification, when we're out on the street corners teaching. And the main sign, if you not bring in any signs but one, the one you need to bring is to the camp is the 12 tribes sign, because this is a very, very important part of prophecy. You see, and that's what this is. This verse 17, it represents that 12 tribe chart. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand. So there are times when you see brothers holding up that 12 tribes chart, and this is what it's talking about. And that's when that chart, those tribes, one stick and the two stick, the northern and southern kingdom, are becoming one in our hands, because the 12 tribe chart, it has all the 12 tribes, starting out from Judah all the way down to Issachar. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? See, and this is prophecy being fulfilled, because this is what happens when people see that chart. They come, they'll ask a question like, what does this mean? What is it? Explain this to me, right? And this happens to all the camps. You have the people that are outside on the street corners, and they'll stop and they may ask the camps. They go, hey, what is this 12 tribe chart all about? and they'll find themselves on the chart, if they're Israelites. And then the brothers will, teach them and show them, how they lost their heritage, and that it was a curse from Deuteronomy 28, that we would be known as bywords, and it's a reproach to be considered, to be called by any names outside of those tribes of Israel. If you're an Israelite, you shouldn't want to be called, the names that the oppressor gave us. All right, verse 19. Say unto them, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and will bring them into their own land. All right, so that's the prophecy of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Yahweh's bringing us back into remembrance of who we are. And that's why we always have that chart at all the camps. You people who are outsiders watching the videos, that's something that you need to understand. That this chart is important, because it brings, it sparks a conversation, and the elect, they're gonna hearken, right? You're gonna have 1/3 of our people, and they're gonna actually listen, and they're gonna have the ability, the God-given ability to receive this truth, receive this knowledge, instead of rejecting knowledge that like they did in Hosea 4 and 6. It says, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms anymore at all. Right? And that's the time we're in right now. The nation of Israel is coming back as one, and like it says in this chapter we're reading, that we're becoming one in thine hand. Why? Because the 12 tribes are waking up to who they are, and it's because the Lord has given them understanding. He's given us understanding, right? Remember, we read in Proverbs 21:16 that the man who lacks understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. All right. It says, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. And that's what it is. We're being cleansed by this knowledge. We're being cleansed by this truth. Okay? We go to Psalm 119. It tells you that. 119:9, I think, maybe. Yeah. Beth, wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. All right? That's how we cleanse ourselves, by taking heed to the word. All right? By listening, by believing. And that's only going to come through the elect. Because the Most High Yahweh, he's only set up the elect of the nation of Israel to have that type of faith and have that ability to really put on that armor, to be the elect, which is a holy. The elect are holy, right? Remaining separate. Let me see here, and I'm actually getting tired. I'm about to close this out anyway, but let me go back to Ezekiel real quick. Oh shit, I'm tired. That's how it is in Babylon, man. You get tired, you be at the plantation, you gotta go back the next day, every day. Ezekiel 37 and let's see. All right, well, I'm going to read 19 again. It says, say unto them, this is talking about when they ask, what do you mean by these, right? What does this chart mean? People will ask that. Say unto them, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. All right, now that one stick is all the tribes coming together, as in the days of old, as in the days of King David, right, and King Solomon, when all the tribes were still one nation. There wasn't two kingdoms. There was not northern and southern kingdom until after King Solomon had passed away. But that was a result from his punishment and his wickedness. When King Solomon passed away, that's when, Yahweh had split the kingdom. It says, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. Right, so they're going to see the 12 tribes chart. And what inspired me to do this today was because I was at work and I was watching a video, and it was one of those fake Jew rabbis, and he had mentioned, I think the title of his seed or of his chapter, or the title of his video that he was doing was identifying the 12 tribes or something like that. But he was a Jew, and he was calling all these different heathen nations, lining them up with the 12 tribes chart, making them all heathen, and they were all Edomites. He said Asher was like Switzerland, and he said all kind of madness. So that's kind of what inspired me to do this lesson, just because we're defenders of the gospel. When we see a person going off, whether it be of the elect or the heathen, we're supposed to defend the gospel. All right. It says, and the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, thus saith Yahweh the Most High, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, bring them into their own land. All right. All right, let me see. It says in verse 22, and I will make them one nation. And by the way, these dry bones coming together, I already told you they represent the northern and southern kingdom. But when you go into the history, you also realize that, this is the time we're being gathered in this prophecy. Because that was the punishment from Yahweh, basically to King Solomon. When he started going off and dedicating idols to his heathen women that he was dealing with in his old age, well, they caused him to go off. And so, this is where the Lord allows our people to go off, and now you're in the time of prophecy, which the two witnesses, we're gonna expose everything. We're gonna come together as one. And then it tells you in Revelation 11 that the fear comes upon the people, meaning the heathen, that witness these two sticks coming together, becoming one in our hands. It says in verse 20, "And the sticks whereon thou ridest shall be in thine hand before their eyes, and say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them unto their own land." And that's what you see happening right now. We're being gathered by the Holy Spirit. And the chart helps with the gathering, because it'll spark that conversation where people will say, "Hey, what do you mean by this? What does this sign mean?" And then we explain it to them. "And I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all," talking about Yahweh Shai. "And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God." All right, and so I told you how we cleanse ourselves. We read about it in Psalm 119 and 9. By taking heed to this word. That's how we cleanse ourselves. Okay, that's one way. "And David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them." All right, so I'm getting a little tired, so I'm going to have to just close this out. I'm kind of dozing off here. We're in the middle of reading. I didn't realize it was going to hit me so quick. But, I hope the lesson was edifying. Just wanted to go in on a little bit of Ezekiel 37 and explain how our people are, coming together, and the Lord's gathering us, right? I'll read 24. "And David, my servant, shall be king over them," because King David's still going to be the king of the kingdom. "And they shall all have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes to do therein." To do them. See, I'm getting tired. "And they shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them." Right, so that's what the elect, we're coming to be back into who we are. We're getting the understanding. That's that life being breathed into us, and we're here also to observe the statutes of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, meaning the laws. All right. Verse 25, "And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they, the children, and their children, and their children's children forever. And my servant shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and I will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore." So let's keep reading. "My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yeah, I will be their power, and they shall be my people." And what's the tabernacle? The tabernacle are the men, the ones who are teaching. "And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify them, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. Right? So the heathen are going to understand who we are. We're not going to be on the street corners telling everybody that Amalekites are the fake Jews, and the so-called uh, blacks, the tribe of Judah, are the Jews of the Bible, the true Jews. That's Jew is short for Judah. So that's why it tells us that the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, meaning cleanses, give us that cleansing, so that we're not in the congregation of the dead. It says, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forever, right? So the sanctuary is going to be we're going to have, when we have this dominion, everybody's the heathen, everyone's going to know who are the chosen people. All right, right now we're in the flesh. We got to teach that lesson. We got to teach our people who they are, because they don't know who they are, But we're being gathered by the Holy Spirit, and the 12 tribe chart does a lot of heavy lifting, all right, because that'll spark conversation. A lot of the times, majority of the time, when we're dealing with the people at the camps, we usually ask them, do you see yourself on the chart? Right? So it says, and the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. Right, and the ones that are sanctified are the ones who take heed and understand the truth. When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forever. And that's what's going to happen eventually, when we're going to get that transition to the kingdom. And, everybody's going to know who the true people of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai are. And it's going to be those 12 tribes, all right? So with that, I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, want to acknowledge all the Akim who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Is shalom to the elect.